Hello everyone, and welcome on back to my channel. Thank you for joining me on another video. If this happens to be your first time here on the channel and stopping by, hello and welcome. My name is Monet. I am 25 years old, and here on this channel we deal with all things budgeting, cash envelope, eliminating debt, all of those things. So if you want to learn how to better manage your money and you would also like to learn about the system and learn budgeting in general, please be free to hit that subscribe button down below. I would love to have you, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you are always notified whenever I upload a new video. So within today's video, we are finally going to put a wrap on my May budget, and we are going to close it out with finally putting an end to my sinking funds. So if you are interested in seeing how much I was able to save within 1 month, then just keep on watching. All right, so as always, if you aren't familiar with sinking funds, these are things that I like to save money for, and I use them whenever they come up or whenever I'm trying to save for a certain goal within my budget. So what I like to do is to track my progress within each month, so seeing how I started, how I used my funds, and then how I ended it for the month. So that's what this sheet really helps me do. If you are interested in this sheet, I have it available within my website where you can digitally download it and use it. And I'm also going to be doing a bill swap within this video because I do need to condense my envelope. So let's go ahead and get to it. The first thing that we always do is look at my sinking funds from the month before and write the funds and how I ended. That is how it will start on this piece of paper. So let me go ahead and do that. All right, so I went ahead and listed the funds. So at the start of this month, annual payments had $75, car maintenance had $434, car insurance had $600, Christmas had $270, gifts had $87, medical had $372, vacation had $460, taxes $2,060, savings $1,700, so giving me a starting balance of $6,058. So the next thing that we're going to do is just list all of the transactions that related to these funds, and then we're also going to check the envelopes and make sure that the end balance is what it says it should be. And the way I like to condense my envelopes is that I use the money that is within my debt snowball, because this is ultimately going to the bank anyway at the end of the day, so I don't mind if I have smaller denominations. So I don't have a lot of money in here, so we'll see what we can condense with what we have and try to reduce as much. So I'm just going to take out all of the envelopes that we're going to count, put them over here. And then this side over here that is going to be debt snowball will act as our change. I have a total of $427 that ultimately at the end of the day, that's what I should still have. I'm sorry, I said 400, I mean $627. So I have $627 for my debt snowball. So at the end of the day, once I'm finished exchanging, I should still have that much. The first fund that we'll be looking at is for annual payments. I'm going to write annual pay as the fund. And all I did this month was add money. So I'm going to write income. And for the month, I was able to add $50 to this envelope. So 50, I took nothing out. So looking at 75 plus 50, I should have $125 left in the envelope. Let's check to make sure that's true. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 25. So that is true. So let's go ahead and try and condense this as best as we can. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So I'll put these 20 down in place for a $100 bill. And then these two tens I will put down in place for 120. So 120, 25. So yes, I still have my 125, but now it's in less denominations. All right, here we go. All right, moving on, next we are getting into car maintenance, and for the month I was able to add $100 to this envelope, but I did use it. I went and got a car wash and that totaled $18, so minus 18. So we added 100, took out 18. Let's see what we should have. 434 plus 100 minus 18, that gives me 516 left in the envelope. Pulling out car maintenance, we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 10, 15, 16. So yes, that's true, 516. And what I'm actually going to do is do this a little bit backwards, but I need smaller bills. So I'm gonna put $100 down, and I'm gonna take 100 out in 20s. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And that's really because when I go to the car wash, it only takes 20s and lower. So every time I go to the car wash, I only have 100s and 50s because that's what I add all the time. And I never have any 20s. So to help me out with that, I'm gonna just add some more 20s. So rather than making it smaller, I added more denominations, but that's fine. You gotta do what you gotta do. Moving up next, we have car insurance. Car insurance also received money from my income, and that will be $150 that got added. I did not use this. $150, took nothing out. So 600 plus 150, I should now have 750 in the envelope. And this is going to be due, I believe next week is when I have my payment for my car insurance. So this money will be gone soon. I know some people are telling me to put the money away because it's getting high, but it's going to be deposited soon, so don't worry. So looking at this, we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80, 700, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. So that is true, 750. And let's see what we can condense. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have $500 bills. So I'll try and exchange these 50s for 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So put those 50s down, add these hundreds. And then I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. I'll put these 20s down and grab two 50s. And then I have 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. And I'll put these down as well in exchange for a 50. Okay, so this should be easier to count. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 750. So perfect, 750. And we will put this back in the envelope. The next envelope we have is for Christmas. Christmas for the month received $100. I did not use it, so adding 100 took nothing out. If we started with 270, we should now have 370. Looking at Christmas, that is 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70. So yes, 370. And let's try and exchange some 20s for 50s. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. So 220s, picking up 250s. Then we have 20, 40. I'll do these in exchange for a 50 as well. Okay, so that should be better. So now in Christmas, 100, 200, 300, 350, 370. All right, there we go. All right, moving on, next we get into gifts, and for income we added $50 for the month. And then looking at gifts again, I did use it for the month for Mother's Day. I told my mom what did she want. She said she wanted some shoes, so I got her some shoes and I took her out for dinner, but this is just for her shoes. The dinner I took out of vacation because when we were on vacation it was Mother's Day. Taking 50 that we added to gifts and then taking out 47, we started with 87 plus 50 minus 47. That means we should have $90 left. Within gifts, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. So that is true. I'm going to leave these as is because when I go shopping for Father's Day and for my mom's birthday, I'll most likely need smaller denominations anyway. So the next one we can move on to is medical. Medical for the month received $25. And then I also used medical this month when I went to see my doctor. I still haven't yet been billed for my visit. They're still working it out through my insurance, but I did have to buy prescription afterwards, and that was $55 in total. So if we add $25 and we take out 55, I should be left with $342 within medical. So checking out medical, we have 100, 200, 300, 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42. 342 is correct. And just like gifts, I'm gonna leave medical as is, just in case I need to buy something else. So the next one we get into is vacation, and this envelope was a hot ticket item this month. So first, let's track what we added for the month. So that was a total of $120 that this envelope received. And now let's get into also a refund that I got. So if you watched my last video, I shared how I was gonna go on a girls trip. We were gonna go to Miami, but something fell through, so we all couldn't attend anymore. So we got our money back for the hotel, and then our flights are just going to be a credit that I can use later on. So I'm going to write it as my Miami refund, and that was a total of $260 that everyone got back. So that did get added to the envelope as well. And then I went on vacation, as I'm sure we all know by now, at the beginning of this month. And I'm just going to classify it as spending because obviously it was a lot of miscellaneous things. Then I just rolled it up all together. But in total, at the end, I spent $407 on my vacation for the week. So that's everything that should be pertaining to vacation. So totaling what we added, 120 plus 260. That means this envelope received $380. And then I took out $407. So if we started with $460, added $380, took out $407, I should now be left with $433. All right, let's bring out vacation. And we have 100, 200, 300, 350, 370, 390, 410, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33. So that is correct. 433. And I don't have any hundreds, so I can't condense that. But let's see, we have 20, 40, 50, and I think that's all I'll be able to do. So let's put these two 20s and a 10 down in exchange for a 50. All right, so counting one more time, that's 100, 200, 300, 400, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33. So 433 in vacation. Okay, moving on, next we get into taxes. Taxes is going to be only added this month, and that was a total of $348. So as always, when it comes to my taxes, I don't actually have the entire amount within the envelope. I always deposit my taxes at the end of the month. So all I'm going to verify is that I have $348, which I added, and I took nothing out So 2,060 plus 348. That means in total I have $2,408 within the bank for my taxes. But let's count just to make sure that this is correct. 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48. So yes, 348 is true. And this is gonna come to the bank with me. All right, so now we get into my last sinking fund, which is going to be for savings. Savings also received money from my income, and counting the last week of May, it was a total of $500 that I was able to add for this envelope. So going up here, adding 500, took nothing out. 1,700 plus 500 means that I should have $2,200. So checking out savings, I do have placeholders in the envelopes for $1,000. So once I hit $1,000, they do go into the bank. So I have two, showing that I have 2,000, and then two $100 bills, so equaling our total of 2,200. So that is great, and we'll put that right back in the envelope. So now that we counted up everything, let's get our grand total and see what we're looking at. All right, so that is a grand total of $7,234 that is now within my sinking funds. So as we can see, that is an increase from the start of the month. So let's see. That was an additional $1,176 that we were able to save towards our sinking funds. The last thing that I'm going to do is count this money over here for my debt snowball and make sure that it's still $627 that we started with. All right, so we're gonna do 100. I'm gonna set this 50 here. 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. 20, 40, 60, 80, 300. 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 600, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27. So yes, we still have $627. And this is also going to be going to the bank with me so I can make my deposit towards my debt snowball. All right, so there you have, you guys. That's how we are going to wrap up our total progress for the month of May. All right, so as always, you guys, thank you so much for watching the video. And before we put an end to it, we are also going to be announcing the winners for the giveaway that I hosted last week. So thank you once again for everybody that participated. I read quite a few of you guys' comments. A lot of us have very similar stories, which is so nice to hear. And it was just nice to read and see what everyone learned and reflected about themselves through their financial journey. So let me go ahead and announce the winners. I'm just going to insert a clip of me spinning the wheel or clicking the button to pick the winners, and we will get started with picking for winner A. All right, so there you go. Congratulations to our winner A. Once again, thank you so much for participating. And now let's go ahead and spin for winner B. All right, and once again, congratulations. Thank you for participating. And now we will get our final winner for C. All right, and there you have it, you guys, all of the winners. Congratulations, and thanks again for everyone that participated. If you are one of the winners, you do have 48 hours to get in contact with me. If I do not hear from you, then I will have to sadly pick someone else. But please be sure to reach out to me through my email. I will go ahead and put it right on the screen right here. This is the best way to reach out to me. Please do not use Instagram or messages, because they do get lost within spam and all that. So please email me here. And if you are one of the winners who are A or B, please provide your name and your address of where you would like me to send your winnings to you. And then if you are C, just let me know which email you would like me to email your gift card. All right, so there we have it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up, leave any comments down below, and I will see you all next time within my next video. Bye, guys.